Cool kid keywords, gaming, crypto, metaverse, NFT, virtual reality, augmented reality. Facebook's trying to front run this. We know that they're going to make money off the moms, the stay-at-home moms like we talked about, but the real money, all that is always going to come from the higher multipliers from the stuff we're going to bring up here. First one, Wilder World. Wilder World. It's running on the 5D. Wait, not 3D, but 5D, not 4D, 5D Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine, if you don't know, it's like top two probably places, programs to make video games. What does that mean? If you're making something on an Unreal Engine, it has a capability of looking absolutely nuts and crazy and amazing. This one's got a market cap of 215 million. Of course, like on my plays, the ones we're talking about here are the very lower ones, right? Lower market caps, higher multipliers we can get to. This list was insanely hard to make for me. It took me a long time, but this one might be like the most expensive one. It's only a $215 million market cap, which is nothing for what this one has. Price sitting at $291 when I put this together. Go look more of this one up if you want to look up a lot of videos. This one is going to be absolutely ridiculously awesome. Wheels, kicks, cribs, lands. You can do guilds, right? Gaming, lands. You can buy NFT land in the place. Get a crib, a house, shoes, wheels, whatever you want. Ranked 297 on CoinGecko for market cap. Okay, so pay attention to all these. Pay attention to this chart. This one's already getting kind of cool. If you look it up, you'll probably be like, man, I want this one. It looks so rad. Most people feel the same way, and that's why it's already at a $200 million market cap, which is still actually low, by the way. But it's not as cheap as a lot of the ones down below. You can get this one at Gate, Uniswap, Kucoin, my favorite, and Bitmart. This is some live game footage they've done where you're like flying around these things. Here's like the foliage stuff. But imagine like an open world game where you literally can own like part of an island or a city, like own this building in the city. It's just crazy to think about, something massive, something huge. This one is ridiculously nuts. Look it up. Next ticker we're going to look at is NetVR. Network. Virtual reality. You can buy land, assets, ad space. Wait a minute. Where there's people, there's eyes, there's money. There's people who want to get in front of all that to sell them something like Coca-Cola, right? So you're going to be seeing, buildings, we're going back to the old game here, buildings like this, but maybe a Coca-Cola sign. Wouldn't it be smart if someone like Coca-Cola or Monster or Physique or something came into these NFT open worlds and bought like these NFTs, right? So what if Pepsi, for instance, bought this NFT building? Pepsi then could put Pepsi on the side of it. And guess what? They're in-game advertising. I think that's genius. Maybe you have a brand. Do you have a brand that you have that maybe you want to promote on one of these games? Think about these real world cases. Back to NetVerse, ad spaces. First time I've ever heard of that in virtual reality. I was like, duh, man, that is amazing. NFTs, of course, staking they have. Oh, and look at this. Lean, super duper lean. We're sitting at $121 million market cap, which is almost half of the one above. What does that mean? We can multiply it more if it gets us cool. This one's already still kind of gone up though. We don't even have like the market cap stuff filled out. These market caps I had to calculate out because a lot of these are getting really small and you can't even find the info unless you calculate it out. But again, it's getting cool. Look at the chart. But I don't see how these things are not going to continue to go up in the next year or two or even 5. I don't see how these are not going to be massive. Again, you Kucoin, man, holding it down. Uniswap, Hotbit, you can get on there. This one's really neat though, and it's more focused like on virtual reality and the metaverse. Like this is straight metaverse type of stuff. See, they even got the goggles and stuff. They got videos that are coming out with these new like cars and motorcycles you can buy in game. Get this though. They're even doing like concert things. Wait a minute. Yeah, like virtual reality concerts you can go to. Think about the use cases here. This is just crazy. Go look it up. Does anyone else believe in them? Yeah, just a couple people, such as all these partners here. Just a couple. Again, it's awesome because you can buy NFT land, buy assets, buy ad space. Look at this ridiculous video we got right here. Just to show, this is just like a launch showing you like stuff that you can do and, you know, the lands that you can make in this. People hanging out. But imagine like games like Oblivion or whatever. Like you could own the forest. You could own the pub where people go to drink. You know, there's fireworks in the sky. There's dragons. Whatever you can imagine, you can create. Old car that's going to come in here. I mean, this just blows my mind looking at all this stuff. Dance parties. You can go to dance parties. See, we can get DJs and all that. Imagine augmented reality stuff going on. Tons of videos. Come to the website and watch them. This was really blowing my mind here. This they're showing, it's like they've got a Minecraft side of it where it's like you can literally just build from dirt up. Like these intricate, ridiculously intricate and awesome buildings. So Minecraft, but with like 10 billion trillion more cool things you can do. Look at this. The use case on this, though, that's really neat, is they were talking about like corporate training and like doing pipe work and duct work for, like right here, they're doing pipe work. You see that? For like corporate stuff and building fences. This is nuts. You know, you could play this as a game, but this is like design, architecture stuff could use this. I mean, there's so many use cases. This thing's even going to the moon here, but then it goes on to be able to play it. Look at this. There's like a killer octopus that comes at you and you got your laser thing and you can play that world that you made and join other planets that other people made. I mean, this is just crazy stuff. The fact that this is sitting at $100 million market cap blew my mind. More and more videos on this. We're going to move on to the next one. Star Atlas. This one is pretty much amazing too. It's kind of different from the other ones a little bit, but this one is like focused right now as far as I can tell my limited research on this. Like you can go and buy these NFTs and part of this right now. Okay, so you can buy this ridiculously awesome ship as an NFT. You know, there's probably only like, I don't know, 1,000 or 5,000 made or whatever. But then you own that in the game. So this one's going to be like a whole open world thing too, where people, you can buy and sell your ships and all that. But imagine if you had the Mac Daddy and you got it early on. So you could play the game, or you could just come buy the token, ranked 299 out of all on CoinGecko, ticker Atlas. Star Atlas is this one. You can see here though, the chart's actually showing us, it's actually looking kind of cheap on the chart. I like it. 63.1% off. I like that too. This one does have a $200 million market cap though. So it's about as twice as the one before, but about the same as the first one. You buy it at Gate, Bitmart, FTX. This all shows at CoinGecko. By the way, I have a link on Gate in here. I don't even remember where it's at. Somewhere on my website though, and I think you get a discount. I think they give me something too if you sign up. Use that code if you want. But this one's really cool. This is like super AAA. Here's some characters, but look, it says like, what faction will you join? So there's like 3 different teams you can be on. The human, this dude, and the straight alien people. But look, like the graphics on this thing are insane, dude. This looks like Avatar, you know. So this is like an Avatar video game where you can like own the characters. You can deck them out how you want. You can own the spaceships. Look at this, man. It absolutely looks crazy. Look more into see the human and the, you know. And again, we're still ground floor at this. Like, this is a trailer, but we're at least getting pieces of the puzzle, the NFTs and all that. But imagine this like a year or 2 or 3 or 5 years from now. I don't see how this is not going to be a $1 billion market cap, which we would at least, what, 5x? At least? Notification, Atlas trading is currently not offered in your location due to regulation requirements. Oh yeah. If you have an Atlas balance in your account, please withdraw within 90 days. So USA is getting stopped from buying some of these if you go to like Gate to buy these, Gate.io. But there's always a way around it. If you're willing to get in early, well, it's not easy to buy, you're going to get in way cheaper than everyone else. So get into the ones that are hard to buy, because once they're easy to buy, like on Robinhood and Webull and all that, the prices are already going to be 5x plus, right? Check this out. You can directly link and swap using something called Phantom, all right? If you want to know how to buy this one, this took me a long time to figure this out, but here's the directions right here. So if you want to buy this one in the United States, can't figure it out, I did all the homework for you. There's also actually another one that's like, so they have the Atlas token, right? But then they've also got, so Atlas is the in-game currency, but then Polis, they also have Polis. It's the governance token. I was like, whoa, so they have two different ones, right? So what do I do about some of this and some of that one? Why not? So here's the other token here. Chart looks almost identical, 60% off, bought it. Market cap on that one, though, is only sitting at $93 million market cap. Again, I had to manually figure all that out. I've done and talked about this next one a couple times. A whole video I've done this. It's called Mist. Not like the old school 90s Mist, but Mist. This one's really rad too, dude. This one's more of like a, let's call it a, like Diablo 1, 2, 3, or like a top-down, let's call it RPG kind of shooter, kind of fantasy thing. But dude, $70 million market cap, cheap. And this one is amazing looking. By the way, there's only a 400 million of supply. In fact, this is ranked 1,589 for market cap on CoinGecko. What does that mean? This thing is cheap, even compared to the ones we were just talking about. Not only that, your boy brought you probably the best looking chart you can get. See what's going on here? Now we're getting higher lows coming in. This thing is only going up. They've had some good PR that's actually come out recently. This one they just released. So it was, you can have Pancake Swap, Gate again, or in the United States, actually LBank. I've never heard of them, but I had someone tell me about them too, and they had a good experience. So you can do that. LBank, try that out if you can't figure out Gate. But this one's totally rad. They actually just announced yesterday, the day before, that they're doing virtual reality in this too, and they actually have a video of it. So this one, like, you can buy like characters like bears and wizards and all that. Same thing, character classes, NFTs, new adventure class and marketplace. This one you can actually download and play right now. Now you got to kind of bear with it though, because it's not 110% done. It never will be, because they're going to keep working on it. But you can literally come into this world right here, buy some of this. You could buy like spells and weapons right now you can buy. So you can play this so many ways. You can just buy the Mist token, which is what I'm doing for now, unless I magically get more time in the day. But then, or you can come in here and buy the wizard staff or the pirate hat or the pirate or whatever. It's rad though. Like, look at this, man. Full on map they released here. Look at the graphics going on. See the top-down shooter thing. So when I was first talking about this before, when it was a little bit cheaper, it looked like this top one, which is still open world, and I was like, it's gonna be cooler. But they just released this last week and a half ago. They're showing their updated graphics and stuff, and they got full weather change going on. Again, we're at ground floor here. They're updating their Twitter all the time. Here's some new spell stuff that they're doing, like the attacking and all that. They're showing their actual crafting system. See, like, this is the furthest along NFT crypto game out there that's still cheap. That's not billions and billions of dollars. It's really cheap for what it is. Probably the most undervalued in my eyes, maybe. Next one we got here is Omi. Did a video on this. Ecomi, remember that? Vivi, the Batman app, Superman app, remember that? So you can buy the crypto. This runs on it. Already is ranked 93 out of everything. It's got a $1.5 billion market cap. But look at the chart. Chart looks prime. You probably 2x from here. This is still kind of hard to get to though. Like, for $1.5 billion market cap to not be sitting on a big exchange is a big deal. What does that mean? Again, once this gets on like Kucoin or Webull or any of those, dude, this thing can fly. Right now, you got to get on Bit4X, which is it's an okay one. You can buy it there, or again, Gate. You got to use Gate on this one. Now, with this, we also have a catalyst that is probably the biggest you get. What is that? They landed not only Marvel. We got Batman. We got Marvel now. Spider-Man. All that. Dude, we just got, who is it? Oh, yeah, Disney. Seriously. We're getting Disney, dude. And we're getting like Mickey Mouse and what else is it? Oh, yeah. Star Wars. Y'all ever heard of Star Wars? I want a lightsaber in this thing. I don't see how this thing is not going to go nuts. There's only 600,000, I believe, active downloads of this app still. Remember, you can play this a couple different ways. You can get the VV app and buy the NFT stuff, or just buy the OMI token and make your money that way. Moving on to Nakka. Nakka. This one's kind of rad. So this is kind of like a Steam for video games. So it's basically a place where people who make video games can host them on. But this place also has their own games. So they also have their own branded games. In fact, the big launch one they're doing is a total run on the 90s duck hunt, where it's like a first person, like the ducks come out, you got a bow and arrow and stuff, but it's really rad and looks fun. But again, this is like one of those big macro pictures you got to zoom out with. There's so much money to be made on these middleman plays. There's one called like, it's not Avalanche, but it's like Avix or something like that, that is basically like billions and billions of dollar market cap. What is the market cap on this thing though? Nakamoto, it is $17 million market cap right now. So if we get to like 10% of that one I was just talking about, we're going to multiply like crazy. By the way, it's only got a 5.7 million float. I was laughing real hard and bought a little bit more. This one you can actually buy on my favorite exchange, which is Kucoin. In fact, if you don't have Kucoin, I think I have a link down in the description too. I suppose I should tell you that. So buy that one. Next up, we're going to talk about Senso. SENSO. $50 million market cap? No. That's his AI one. This one's AI one's okay. I wasn't completely sold on it. Let's go to Senso. So Senso is kind of more like the 3D visual experience thing going on. But this one got really crazy to me, man. So going here. This one literally has like concert stuff they're doing. Like real DJs. David Guetta's on here. Like they framed him in and stuff, but I could do whole videos on every single one of these. I'm just going to try to keep it as short as possible in this here, but this one is totally legit. Basically, if they look totally legit and they got a ripping trailer and you can see they're still updating their Twitter and all that, I'm buying them. That's how it is. This is my list of the top 5 to 10 to buy now. I'll add one more. I didn't have time to put it on here because it's been so crazy, but it's Flame. So Flame is like Nakka here, Nakka, like this duck hunt one. FLAME. Make sure it looks like a campfire too. Let me find it. I want to make sure you get the right flame, because there's two. Yeah, see the first flame on, let's up this down. The first flame that pops up on CoinGecko is like that orange logo. It's not that one. You want this one, Flame Fire Starter, okay? Looks like a bonfire, black bonfire. This is the one you want, and it's like the Nakka one, but they've already got, so basically they're going to be hosting, you know, lots of games and stuff on it, like virtual reality, MetaVerse type of stuff. But they've already got their own MetaVerse thing going on. So instead of duck hunt, we're getting like virtual reality going on. And it's super legit. They also have NFTs already dropping with celebrities, which is cool. This one actually runs on Polygon. So any Polygon bros out there, you should be all about this one. Polygon's legit. It's kind of like ADA, you know, Cardano. I'll just keep it at that for now. But This one's actually a little bit cheaper than Nakka, but you know, how should you play this? Which one do you want to YOLO? All right, here's the one you shouldn't YOLO any of them. I think you should take whatever money you have set aside for these plays and just divide it up into every single one I put up there. Yep, every single one. If you can't do that, I don't know what to tell you. I think you should just do it anyway. Take the time to do it. It's a pain in the butt, but guess what? We're getting in before stuff 5Xs. And then we sell it to people once at 10Xs because they only 5X'd. You see? That's how you get this stuff, man. That's how you win. Did you know we have a Discord? You got to join the Patreon to get it. It's the most legit group out there. Join it if you're serious about multiplying money. Thanks for watching the video.